Apple launched its latest iPhone 7 recently, and its main rival is the Samsung Galaxy S7. So let's see how the two smartphone powerhouses stack up against each other. The iPhone 7 undoubtedly packs notable improvements over its predecessor, but is it impressive enough to determine Galaxy Note 7 owners to switch? Let's have a closer look at specs and compare the two. Display: the Samsung Galaxy S7 sports a 5.1-inch Super AMOLED display with a QHD resolution of 2560 x 1440 pixels and a pixel density of 577 pixels per inch. The iPhone 7 has a smaller 4.7-inch IPS display and a lower resolution of 1334 x 750 pixels at a pixel density of 326 pixels per inch. The Galaxy S7's display is always on, a feature that's absent from the iPhone 7. On the other hand, the iPhone 7 has a pressure-sensitive display with 3D touch, which Samsung lacks. Advertisement processor and RAM: the Samsung Galaxy S7 has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 820/Exynos 8890 processor, depending on region, paired with 4 GB of RAM. The iPhone 7 comes with an Apple A10 Fusion processor and just 2 GB of RAM, as only the larger iPhone 7 Plus got a RAM bump to 3 GB. Storage: the Samsung Galaxy S7 comes in 32 GB or 64 GB storage configurations, with the option to add extra memory via microSD. The iPhone 7, on the other hand, is available in 32 GB, 128 GB, and 256 GB storage options, non-expandable. Cameras: the Galaxy S7 features a 12-megapixel rear camera with an f/1.7 aperture, optical image stabilization (OIS), dual LED two-tone flash and dual pixel phase detection autofocus. On the front, the smartphone sports a 5-megapixel selfie cam. The iPhone 7 has a 12-megapixel rear camera as well, and it's the first time Apple extended the OIS courtesy beyond the Plus variants. The main camera has an f/1.8 aperture, a new image signal processor, quad LED flash with flicker sensor, and a new 6-element lens. On the front, the smartphone boasts a 7-megapixel selfie cam. IP rating: the Samsung Galaxy S7 has an IP68 rating for water and dust resistance, whereas the iPhone 7 has an IP67 certification. The S7's rating is stronger, but the iPhone 7 should have no issues either. With the main specs out of the way, let's focus a bit on the differences between the two smartphones and see what features are present on one, but not the other. The iPhone 7 has a capacitive home button that offers haptic feedback, albeit it doesn't really have any practical functionality. The Samsung Galaxy S7 supports virtual reality experiences, ready to turn into a VR headset with the Samsung Gear VR. The Galaxy S7 also features fast charging and wireless charging, while the iPhone 7 supports neither of these. Also, prospective customers might want to take into account that the iPhone 7 has no headphone jack. Both the iPhone 7 and the Galaxy S7 facilitate mobile payments through Apple Pay and Samsung Pay, respectively. Both smartphones have fingerprint sensors, but that's hardly a novelty on the mobile scene. Bottom line: all in all, both the Samsung Galaxy S7 and the iPhone 7 rock advanced specs and should have no problem handling virtually any task you throw at them. The devil's in the details, however, so hopefully this specs comparison helps you get a better idea of what each of the two powerhouses has to offer. The switching part is subjective, as it depends on what each customer is looking for in a handset. If wireless charging and fast charging are important to you, for instance, it's a deal breaker for the iPhone 7. On the other hand, if a pressure-sensitive display is what you're dreaming of, the Galaxy S7 can't offer it. Based on this specs comparison, which smartphone do you prefer? Would you switch from the Galaxy S7 to the iPhone 7, or are you satisfied with your Samsung flagship? Share your thoughts in the comment section below.
Yeah.